This is the real way that you should lose fat, put on lean muscle, and get toned. Too many people are too focused on jumping into the gym, and in attempts to try and get toned, they go straight to the treadmill or straight to the cardio area and smash out cardio all session and do it more than they actually do weights itself. Or they might not even touch the weights. They might just think, I just need to lose some weight. I'll go burn it off on the treadmill or the Stairmaster for a good hour or so every night, and I'll be sweet. I'll be looking toned. I'll be looking like Cristiano Ronaldo. Beautiful. But no, this isn't how it works. It's actually really dependent on your nutrition and also your training, but we'll get to that soon. With your nutrition, yes, someone can just say to you, yeah, you need to eat healthier, but eating healthy doesn't guarantee fat loss. There are foods that are healthy but are calorie dense that you can still overload on and gain weight eating, or, just not lose weight eating. I won't dive in too much onto that, but to lose fat, as simple as it is, you just need to eat in a calorie deficit. I know you've heard it from so many people, but it's the only way that you will lose fat. And now we'll talk about the way that you can replace fat so that when you're losing weight, you can look nice and toned and you can put on some lean muscle. So one thing that helps is keeping your protein intake high. Aiming for 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, or in simpler terms, just getting your body weight and just timesing it by 1.5 or timesing it by 2. That is how many grams of protein you should aim to eat daily. Keeping your protein high is going to help your muscle recover and repair so you can build new muscle. And it will also help you recover so you can go to smash out your workouts and be at your best. But as I was saying before, it isn't all completely reliant on nutrition. It is a big part of it if you want to lose the weight, but to actually put on the muscle, keep that protein high. But in terms of your training, you're going to need to be doing consistent weight training or resistance training. None of this bloody treadmill for 60 minutes and then go do maybe 1 or 2 machines for weights. You need to be prioritizing your weights and doing them consistently. For decent results, at least 2 to 3 times a week. But even just showing up to the gym consistently and doing this weights can sometimes not be enough, because this doesn't ensure that you're actually getting in the gym, putting in a good effort, progressively overloading and giving it your best to put on that lean muscle. Yeah, for sure, going to the gym and half-assing it, you will get some gains, for sure, if you're consistent. But we can get so much better results if we actually do things properly. A lot of people are going to the gym and they don't have set plans, they don't have set training programs, they don't even know what day that they're going to be going to the gym. They just sort of go when they feel like it, which is going to lead to inconsistency, because look, there's going to be times where you just really don't feel like it if you had a busy day at work, or just life gets in the way, right? So my number one tip is to actually plan your workouts and treat it like a doctor's appointment. Have your locked in days that you do every week, or if you're on shift work and it's constantly changing, just take that 5 minutes at the start of the week just to plan your workouts. If it's too hard to fit in the 4 workouts that you're trying to do in the week, and it's too hard to fit in your itching iron, just do 3 workouts. It's still absolutely better than doing 1 or 2 or none at all, right? And just make sure that when you actually get to the gym and do your workouts, you're trying to train hard. You're aiming to always progress. Some things that can help you do this is actually keeping track of your workouts. So writing down the weights that you were doing the week before so that you can sort of treat it as like I'm trying to hit a PB this time. Even if you're not smashing PBs every session, because sometimes, when you're losing weight, you're not always going to be smashing PBs. But at least just trying to match what you did last week. And, if you end up losing weight and you're sort of losing a bit of strength as well, then so be it. But as long as you know that you're pushing hard and you're on a plan that you're consistently doing that's going to give you the best chance at achieving this toned physique, then that is what matters. As well as tracking your previous weights, etc., you also want to have set exercises. Don't just go into the gym and be like, oh yeah, I think I did that last week, and I think I did that last week. No, go into the gym and be like, this is what I'm doing today. Have a plan of action. So when you get in there, you know what's happening. You don't dilly-dally around and leave some gains on the table. Because what happens if you just go and do a completely different exercise that you haven't done before, and then basically, the first time of doing something new, or, the first few times of doing something new, your muscle memory is still adapting, so you're not going to be, lifting it at your best. So make sure you have a training program set in place. You will also want to keep on top of trying to add some volume as you go along. Look, the good thing about our bodies is they adapt quickly, right? Which means that, after just a few weeks, we're going to be at our peak stimulus of, doing our exercises, which means we'll be making our best gains, around that 4 to 8 week mark. But that also means that after that 8 week mark, the stimulus is going to be pretty dead and it's time to change some things up. This way we can keep our body adapting. So to do this, I usually change up my clients' programs every 6 to 8 weeks. We'll have a 6-week call most of the time, and we'll just make some small changes. If it's 6 weeks into a 12-week program, we'll just, add a bit of volume and we'll just change maybe just a few exercises, but not too much. At the end of 12 weeks, we'll have a bit of a training break if needed, or a deload. Then we'll also make some significant changes to the training program itself. This way you're going to keep your body adjusting. It's also going to keep your workouts entertaining because you're not doing the same stuff all year round, which is what a lot of people surprisingly do. Or it's either that people do the same thing for years on end, or they just change literally every workout possible. Like they stick to one thing for like a week and they're on to another. And they wonder why they don't see results, and they wonder why they keep changing because they don't give enough time to see results. But then some people give too much time to see results and they sort of, overstay their visit, right? If this all seems confusing to you, I can simple it down. We're offering our free game plan calls, which means that you'll get a personalized free fat loss plan. And there's no tricks to it. It's not a sales call. We jump on the call. It's 15 to 20 minutes, no pressure. All we're doing is creating you a personalized free plan of action for your fat loss. We're going to be creating you the same plans that have helped our clients lose 5 to 10 kilos in their first 90 days, all without cutting out their favorite foods or social events. So if you want to claim this, just go to my Instagram at landonquinn.coaching, comment or DM me the word game